This is Workaway TV, and today we're interviewing May, our Workawayer of the month. So, what did you get up to? Where are you right now?
I'm right now in Turkey, south of Turkey actually, and the place where I'm staying right now, it's a lavender field, a lavender farm, and I'm very interested because I've never done anything like this before. I've been to other farms, vegetable farms, animal farms, but never in a flowers farm, in this particular case, lavender farm. So today was very exciting. It was my first day working at the fields. It was very interesting, and this smell, even though it's not still the season, every time you touch the plants, this wonderful smell comes out, and we were just digging out weeds and preparing the soil. So it was very, very, very nice day.
Nice, like very earthy, hands-on day. So you're in Turkey right now. I've been having a look. I can see you've been to an astounding amount of places. What are your kind of travel goals overall? Do you have any?
Yes, I do. Actually, I made this quite big plan a few years ago of traveling around the world for 10 years. And my goal is visiting 100 countries, hopefully during this period. Yes, and I started my journey about 5 years ago. That's when I left Brazil. And I've been doing volunteer work. I've been using Workaway for the last 4 years. So um, I'm halfway. I know I've been to 46 countries until now. I'm still very excited. Sometimes it seems that I've just started. So I see really these adventures keep going, and I'm very happy for it.
It sounds amazing, and it's amazing to catch you like bang in the middle of it as well, like halfway there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Has there been any particular project you'd like to highlight that you felt like you learned a lot about yourself, or you just learned a lot from things about you didn't know before?
Well, absolutely. And funny enough, it was during the first lockdown of COVID. So that was March 2020. I was in Czech Republic, and I stayed with this family for almost 4 months. And everything was so uncertain. Everybody was so nervous about what was about to happen. But this family was so amazing. He was British and she's Czech, and they had a 12 years old young daughter. And I was helping them mostly with constructions, renovation of their apartments, gardening too, and was one of those moments that I've learned so much about so many different things. Fergus, he was just really bright man. He knew so much about everything, always teaching me something new every day. But particularly, they encouraged me a lot about trying to do some art projects, which I have never done before, and I didn't know I could. So we start doing this, how do you call dry flowers pictures? Like you just take a lot of dry flowers together and you try to create like a photograph or something, and it needs a lot of patience and all the a lot of time. But they always were telling me all the time, "Oh, you can do it. It's going to be great." And I started, and it turned out so nice. I really love it. They like it too, and asked me to make more. I made about six or five, like five or six really big ones. Um, and they were all the time so supportive, saying, "Oh, that's great. You have to make another one. Oh, you're so good." And it was amazing, for me to discover something new, but to have also someone like a family, just beside me, supporting me for something new. We are great friends too nowadays. They are just like wonderful people.
We'll
So
definitely
that
link
was something
them in.
incredible.
Yeah, we'll link them in. They'll definitely be getting a shout out from us. What has it been like traveling through Europe at the moment? Because obviously there's been a lot going on in various capacities.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I have seen a lot of things, as you said, going on. Many things surprised me a lot because, for example, you can watch the news, you see what's going on, and you are aware of the situations. But very recently, for me, for example, was a big surprise when I was traveling in Hungary, and I passed by the train station, and I've seen this huge amount of refugees coming from Ukraine, which I was, of course, aware of the whole situation, what was going on. But when I got there and I really saw that huge amount of people, looking for help, and two things surprised me: that big number of people, coming from Ukraine, but also how organized and helpful the government of Hungary it was. Everything settled down, many places to help with different kind of areas, health assistance, documents, food. So many people trying to help the Ukrainians, which really who need really a lot of help nowadays. That was a big moment for me in my travels because I was not expecting that. It was really something it surprised me a lot.
Mm-hmm. When you're on the road, you're constantly making new connections with people, which is one of the great parts about way and travel. But at the same time, you've got to maintain the connections that you've already got. Like, how do you do that whilst balancing what sounds like a very busy schedule of Workaway? Do you ever get homesick or just kind of generally miss feeling rooted in one place?
Right at the beginning of the travels, during the first few months, I remember was like, oh, what's going on? What is this feeling? And then I realized was homesick. It's a bit tricky, but also that's a great thing that Workaway does to me. So every country I go, I try to spend a whole month on it so I can really get the culture of it. And I stay with a local family. I do my volunteer work for 3 weeks. Mostly, that's kind of my plan. So I can learn about that country for 3 weeks with a family and travel around for about 1 week, 10 days to explore the country, mostly the countryside, the small places. So I kind of try to make everything organize, put my things in order during those 3 weeks. And that is answering mails to keep in touch with all the wonderful people I've met all over the world, to write about the travels, because I try to write every day about what's happening. Sometimes it's crazy, so many, every day. It's because so many things happens all the time. So if you, for example, when I'm traveling around the countries, every day I hitchhike to a different spot, because usually it's a small town or sometimes only a bridge or a particular place. And so every day something new happens. Sometimes a lot of things happen, so I try to keep up, to not forget anything. And I also try to post on the blog quite often to keep people update. Most of people who I met, they are always checking on it, so to know where I am, what I'm doing, what I'm up to.
What's your most kind of like unexpected moment of connection that you've had that's just kind of come out of the blue?
Oh, unexpected. Well, I think I've been very lucky with my travels, with Workaway too. I have met so many wonderful people all the time, everywhere I go. But it happened, yeah, a few times when there's like such a great moment. For example, I was in Poland. I was doing my Workaway in a permaculture place, and there was this couple, and it was a beautiful, very peaceful place to be. But this lady Camila, we've got along so well, so fast. It was like we know each other for such a long time, and I admired her so much for her strength, her great heart. They both were just genuinely great heart people, and so we were always exchanging secrets, talk about, as we know each other for such a long time, was amazing. That was one case, but there was also very recently when I was in Romania. This Romanian lady, Gabriela, I was helping her with her dog because he had some special care he needed, and it was like she was my friendship, like soulmate. We had so much in common. When we were talking, I felt like I was talking with a mirror. And it was amazing. Also, she was such a lovely lady, really good heart, and we're still in contact all the time. So I know it sounds like, I don't know, all those words, but for me, it's like I found someone who I could be friends forever, or somebody who was a red friend for a long time. But it happened quite often, I have to say. Many places I go, it's like so difficult to leave. It's hard to say goodbye. I cried many times.
Obviously, the crying's not nice, but that's what we want to hear, is that you don't want to leave. And like you said, your schedule just sounds very intense. I think my next question was actually going to be, what have you discovered about yourself as you travel? And obviously these things are going to have an impact on you.
For me, well, even though before the travels I was quite already independent person, with the travels I realized that I'm stronger than I thought. in a way how to deal with situations. A lot of unexpected situations happens to me all the time, and I had no idea that I could be so strong to make the right decision. And most importantly, I guess, try to always see the bright side of everything, even when it's not such a good experience. And that's also what I'm very proud of myself for having figured that out. If you keep thinking positively about everything, it seems to me that you also keep attracting that to yourself. And that's something also I discovered about myself, which is amazing for me. And to always keep going, doesn't matter what happens, just believe in yourself, know that you can do it, and everything is going to be all right.
I mean, that's some great advice and just a great answer. Like, one of the big parts of the Workaway ethos, which is trust. And at a time like this, that can be really, really important. You've stayed
Absolutely.
now in so many strangers' homes. Would you have anything you'd like to say to somebody who is considering opening up their home to a stranger but is maybe hesitant?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I can tell is the world, people, the world's a much better place than we are made to believe. People are so good in general. There are much more good people out there than bad people. I've been traveling for 5 years now. I travel by hitchhiking everywhere. I've been to 46 countries in Europe, Africa, Middle East, and I always met wonderful people everywhere I go. It's just like these incredible people, so happy to help, without asking anything in exchange, without even thinking about it. Sometimes it's like in encounters of 2 minutes or 2 days, 2 hours, 2 months, but everybody out there, it's so great, so wonderful people. And I hope people can understand that and believe more in travel's experience than actually what the news or the media try to tell to us, because it's such a wonderful gift to meet these people, to get to know their culture, their lives, how the world can be so different and still so amazing. So the only way you can actually get to know this wonderful place, to meet these wonderful people out there, is if either you go out of your home, go out of your country, or if you open the doors of your house to those wonderful people and just trust them, because believe me, you'll never regret. It's like a wonderful thing waiting for you out there for sure.
That's what a great way to end the interview. I mean, I couldn't top that. It's been absolutely lovely speaking to you. Very, very uplifting. And I hope that the viewers enjoyed it at home. We'll catch you next time on Workaway TV. Thanks very much. Bye.